Moses joining me on the desk now. Pretty big day for Rob Ford. I know it was a big deal, but what do you think? I was just trying to think what he'd be more remembered for, what that just happened here, or that football throw that he did.
And that's exactly it. You know what? The guy shouldn't appeal. He should challenge him to a football game. Winner take all.
He wouldn't want that, though. We saw.
Well, we know how Rob Ford can go. Come on now.
Anyway, let's move over to a more local sports angle. Lakeland Rustlers women's volleyball team looking to add another W to their win column.
They've been fantastic, dominating the ACAC, boasting a 13-1 record, and they'll look to continue their dominance tonight in Grand Prairie. Matt Schumont has more.
Last week, the Rustlers had no problem sweeping a home-and-home series against Augustana. Playing against a weaker team, the girls executed their game plan, wanting to tweak a few things on their side of the net.
We did a pretty good job. There was a couple sets that we definitely won handily and had control of the ball the whole game and were able to put it away. And so, for the most part, we definitely went out there to do what we worked on that week.
Off to one of the franchise's best starts, the team says it's been a blast coming to the court every day.
We've definitely got here by a lot of hard work. It doesn't just come for free. We had to work really hard and practice hard on and off the court. Training, doing weights and stuff all contributed to where we've come today.
This is the best group of girls that I've ever been with, and it's fun practicing, getting better, and then executing it in games. It's just the result is amazing and it's a lot of fun.
Although the Rustlers are in first place, the CCAA rankings have them as the 8th best team in all of Canada, with a couple of ACAC teams ranked higher. The girls, however, know they are the best team in Alberta.
For us, really, it doesn't matter because we're going to get there and we're going to work hard to get there. Those rankings don't matter to us. And we're first in the ACAC right now, so we know that we're above those teams. We can beat those teams. So for us right now, it's not a huge issue to us. So.
The team now get ready for a lengthy bus ride to Grand Prairie. The game plan for tonight, keep it simple and be mentally ready.
For us, it's just having mental discipline, and even though maybe your legs aren't working or you don't feel as you normally would on a regular day, that you just have to be able to battle and still do the best you can with what you got. And so for us, it's about not making mistakes.
Matt Schumont, Newcap Sports.
The Lloydminster Universal Heat, meanwhile, are poised for a long playoff run this year. A lot of their strong play can be credited to their veteran players. And as the year progresses, though, so does the play of their youngest skaters. Emmett Murphy has more.
The Universal Heat have one of the most potent offenses in Alberta, averaging nearly 6 goals a game. But as evidenced by their early elimination in the John Reid Memorial, there are still lessons to learn.
Our competition's going to have to get better. We're going to have to bring our A game, every big game we play.
Well, if we want to be the best, we got to beat the best. So we got to practice harder, practice more, train harder, and it'll come.
Franklin and Moore have been learning at an accelerated rate this season, playing against mostly players a year older than them.
Well, yeah, last year I'd go out basically every second shift, and it'd be easier because the guys were smaller than me. But now this year everyone's bigger than me. I'm always looking up, and it's harder to score. It's a lot faster. It's a lot more complicated.
Thankfully, they've had two of the best young players in the province helping them adjust, Cale Clegg and Mason Shaw.
This shows how to be a leader in the dressing room and how to present yourself on the ice and how to play the game.
Moore is increasing his productivity, notching a goal in the John Reid Memorial. Franklin has absolutely lit up the ice, scoring 20 points in his last 11 games.
I've got faster, I think, and seen the ice better.
With the season nearing its end, the two are preparing to be counted on in clutch situations next year.
Well, I'm going to try to be a good leader in the dressing room and on the ice and try to produce offensively and make sure I protect my zone and play defensively too.
Emmett Murphy, Newcap Sports.
Day 3 of the Saskpower Provincial Scotties in Balgony had Maidstone's Jill Shumay entering this afternoon's draw at 2-0, taking on former Scotties champion Amber Holland. Now, Shumay would be off to another great start, much like yesterday, scoring 3 in the first end. Both sides would end up trading points after that. 8-5 Shumay is the final. She improves to 3-0 and sits atop of the Pool B standings. Shumay and her team has been lights out this tournament. We caught up with her after the draw.
We just are making our shots and we have a really good practice and get our weight, and it seems to be working out for us in the first end. We really felt the momentum there, and it was a battle. I know the score didn't really look like it, but I had to throw my last shot and make it. So, yeah, it was a battle, but we did feel in control of the whole game.
Other Pool B action saw Michelle Englot pick up 2 big wins today against Brett Barber and then Trish Paulson 7-5. Elsewhere, Stephanie Lawton remains atop of Pool A with a perfect 4-0 record, defeating Candace Chisholm 7-2. And Chantel Eberle's record improves to 3-0 with a 9-3 win over Penny Barker. We shift our focus to local curling. The Lakeland Rustlers women's team is in the hunt for a provincial playoff spot, but in order to do that, they need a better start in their next regional in Edmonton.
This is a new year. We're trying to just improve.
It's as simple as that for the Rustlers women's curling team. The foursome of Ocean Smart, Whitney Dagg, Shelby Nickel, and Rianne Barker is looking to improve on last year's bronze medal.
It'll be a fight. We have to win our games, but it's totally doable.
And their focus ahead of next week's regionals, better starts. In Grand Prairie, the Rustlers were behind the 8 ball, going 0-2, losing to perennial favorites Nate and Grand Prairie Regional College.
We just have to work on starting off stronger. We've been like that last year too. It's the same team, so we just have to get started better and just continue it. Once we're there, it's good.
We always struggle trying to start strong and setting our ends up right away. So it was kind of hard to get over that at the first 2 games, but I mean, we did by the end of the weekend.
Winning their final 2 draws and finishing at 3-3, Lakeland is still in the mix for a top 4 provincial berth. And over the last few weeks, head coach Chris McQuid has been changing things up to help the ladies for any challenges ahead.
We're trying some new things this time around. I've tried to get them out on some different ice here to get them used to reading different ice and just getting used to a different atmosphere.
And as the winter regionals approach, their aim is clear.
Our goal is to qualify for provincials. We want to take the next step, one step at a time. We know we can do it. We just have to do it.
If we can have that strong start in Edmonton that we were hoping for in Grand Prairie, if we can come out and do that again, we can have a strong finish and have a definite strong qualification.
They're familiar with the teams now. We know what we have to do. They finished on a strong note. They won their last 2 games, so definitely they have some momentum on their side that way. But we realize all the other teams have had 2 weeks or 2 months here to practice as well, so they've all got better. And we know we have to get better, and I think we have.